What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for checking out another video. So today I'm gonna be doing a little coolant overhaul on my E46 M3. I got me some upgraded, I believe this should be upgraded, Mishimoto coolant hoses, the top and the bottom. Got the water pump. Obviously, you're gonna need some coolant. Water pump gasket. There's a couple of O-rings you need for the heater pipes. And I got me a new T-stack and a couple more O-rings. So pretty much guys, the first thing you're gonna have to do is drain the coolant. So very important, before you go ahead and drain the coolant, you want to make sure the car been sitting for at least over 4 hours, because you don't want to get burned with hot coolant. So that's very important. So yeah guys, let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so I'm gonna remove this piece right here, the intake cover. We're gonna remove the shroud and this piece as well. And how you do that is pretty much like that. Alright guys, so you're also gonna want to disconnect all the sensor and switches from on the shroud. So this is, for this one you just want to push and pull. This is where it's just a push and pull up. And there's a switch, coolant temperature switch right here in the bottom radiator hose. That's gonna have to come out as well. And to remove the shroud, as you can see right here, you have to remove 4 of these, like 2 on the top and probably 2 on the bottom. You're gonna need a T20. Guys, so for this end of the shroud, you cannot remove it until you remove the top radiator hose. So from what I read, a lot of people usually fabricate it to where the cut right here, somewhere around here, so that way you can slide on and off. I'm probably just gonna cut it from the bike over here, so that way I just bring it in from this angle. Alright guys, so like I mentioned earlier, there's 4 bolts that mount the shroud to the radiator. Is 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Once you get that off, next I'm gonna go ahead and remove the fan clutch. So this is a 1 and 1/4. Alright guys, I guess this probably is the original water pump, so it was a little bit of a struggle to get it off, but we got it done. guys, with the fan clutch and shrouder out of the way, let me show you guys. Now I have a lot of room in here. So I already couldn't find a drain on the radiator, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drain it from the bottom radiator hose. Since I'm gonna be replacing this anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove it, and then we're gonna move on to removing the water pump while I dish drain out. AC tensioner is a T47, and the drive belt is an Allen 8mm. Yeah, it was only a matter of time. Alright guys, so in order to remove the hose or the pipe that goes on the side of the water pump right here, I suggest removing the mounting bolt that holds it on the side over here. So that way you could just go ahead and, there you go. Well, that's a mess. Yeah, the bearings are all worn already. So good thing I caught it in time before it completely failed. A lot of time when these fail, the bearing goes bad. It has a tendency of like breaking the pieces, and that could get stuck in your cooling system. So you usually want to do this before that happens. Alright guys, as you can see, I went ahead and cleaned the area a bit. I would highly recommend that you replace all your O-rings. you have the water pump back on there, don't forget to go ahead and reinstall this hose. Look at that. You actually have to install this hose before installing that bolt. Alright guys, it's like 90 degrees right now, so I'm gonna take a little break, cool it off a little. It's a Snicker ice cream bar. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the thermostat housing. Actually goes in like that. Don't forget to replace the O-ring in here as well. That's in right here. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna move on to the hose. The hoses. Alright guys, so the only complaint I have with the kit is that it doesn't come with some clamps, because these are not reusable. So once you cut these up, you're gonna have to get some new clamps. Luckily I have some laying around in the garage, so it shouldn't be a problem. So make sure before you start the job you already have some replacement clamps. Alright guys, so now I got the water pump, the thermostat housing. I just finished building the radiator hoses. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and reinstall everything, and we're gonna bleed the cooling system and we should be good to go. Damn man, these look so good, right? Alright guys, and doesn't the hoses look really good? Let me know what you guys think. I ordered my parts for the E46 last weekend. They didn't show up till today. Can you believe that? I almost didn't get this fixed. And I also have a lot of parts I ordered for the E46 on the interior. The next maintenance I'm gonna do is probably gonna be the varnish, and then I'm gonna do a tune-up. And yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna go ahead and reinstall all the shroud and fan clutch. Alright guys, so I have some Bmw coolant, distilled water. Check it out guys. So where I cut the shroud, you can't even really see it. So, alright guys, so to bleed the system, you want to remove the bleed screw. And what you want to do is keep adding coolant until there's no more bubbles coming out of this hole right here, out of this hole. Key on, heater, low, max temperature. Alright guys, so when there's no more bubbles coming out of the little hole, you want to go ahead and reinstall the little screw. And what I usually do is give the car maybe like a 30-minute drive with everything on heated, with the heater on. And then when I come back, I'll let the car sit, let it cool down, make sure there's no leaks under, and check the fluid level. If it needs a little bit, you just want to top it off. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to smash the like. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow the bell. I have more mods coming for the E46. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Look at my baby right there.